What's up guys? In this video today we're going to be going over what web3 is, right? And this is essentially nothing more than the optimized version of the internet that we know and love today. But I understand there's a lot that kind of goes into this type of stuff. So let's dive into the history like anything and see exactly how we got here. So guys, we're going to be starting with the early 1990s with Web 1.0. This is known as read-only internet. You had static web pages, there was no proxies for social interaction, you couldn't be doing things like commenting on people's posts or making any type of advertisements, just a very slight looking web page. So guys, you can see that was very problematic. Now you go on to the early 2000s up to today, and then we have what's called Web 2.0, and that's literally the internet that we're using today. Now, all that entails, that would be what's called read-write internet. This came the emergence of Facebook and blogging and advertisements and all this other stuff, and essentially is far bound to all that we can do to communicate with human beings of all sides of the world. Now, that comes with its own problems that we have today. You know, we have data, privacy, security issues, digital monopolies, and all this other good stuff. That are the major challenges with the internet that we use today. Now, going on to Web 3 or Web 3.0, which is looking to solve all of these issues. This is a version of the internet that is looking to do one thing and one thing only, that has an umbrella of different effects. And that is what's called decentralization, right? Because I don't know if you guys know this, but this main feature of the new internet is something that looking to democratize it for all of us. Now, let me explain. I know that was a mouthful. When you have a social media profile like Instagram, Threads, Twitter, any of that stuff, that technically doesn't belong to you, right? The system can boot you off anytime that it wants to. And that's just one example. Now, with Web3, it's looking to decentralize this process and take a chunk of that internet and then literally have it for you to not get messed with, not get displaced, and all this other stuff. Now, this is what you call a blockchain. Now, guys, stay with me here, right? It's like taking a piece of the internet and then moving it over to a location that you only have the rights to and the rights to only. Now, some use cases for this would be when somebody's being transferred from a hospital or anything like that, right? We still use things like fax machines and all that other stuff, and essentially that data gets lost. Now, if you put it on a blockchain, a separate version of the internet, then essentially what you've done is that you've kept all that data, maintaining privacy and all that other good stuff. Now guys, I'm going to drop a larger than life example. This is going to be really crazy, but guys, just bear with me here. So, if you guys are familiar with the app called OnlyFans, right? They've been trying to be decentralized for a while. And the reason why I make this example is because it seems to be relatable to kind of everybody. Now, it's funny, right? Because in the headlines that you read, OnlyFans is tired of getting the hammer dropped on them by all these regulations. Now, I'm not judging anybody in that line of work, but I'm just going to give you this example. OnlyFans has been trying to be decentralized with their own blockchain, so users can use the platform to the best of their ability. Once again, whatever that means. I don't mock anybody that uses OnlyFans, but there's a lot of big companies looking to decentralize, and you see this in like gaming, you see this in consumer internet, you kind of see this everywhere. But I just wanted to go drop an example for you guys because it's everywhere. Now, don't get me wrong, right? Web 3.0 does have its own problems. Let's start with composability. So I think this is a cool feature. So composability is essentially the fact that you can build a project and somebody else that has the expertise can come behind you and finish it, like in games. But now this comes with privacy issues, ownership issues, and all that other stuff. So I'm not saying that Web3 doesn't have its downfalls. In fact, it's still being created right now, so this isn't even the finished product. But from this, we have all these things, right? We have smart contracts, we have blockchain, we have non-fungible tokens. And yes, I know that you've seen all the stuff in the internet, that you've seen all the stuff in the blog posts and the research about that, but nothing's ever polished when it first comes out. And I currently believe personally that NFTs are going to be the future of, let's say, something like ticketing, sales, protection against faulty resale tickets and all that other good stuff. And honestly, that is just one little thing. Now, also, you can apply it to things like finance. For example, Latin America is facing a lot of inflation of their dollar amounts. Now, some of them are looking to see what they're trying to remedy this with. And you probably heard this term before, cryptocurrency, right? This is the currency of Web3. Now, once again, it's had its own downfalls as well. But guys, I just want to let you know, let's just wrap this up. Web 3.0 is essentially a decentralized version of the internet that's looking to democratize and create use cases for its users that Web 1.0 and Web 2.0 could not have even fathomed before. So guys, yeah, I will see you on the next video. Guys, I've been very inconsistent, but I'm almost at 1,000 subs, and I promise you in 2024 I'll do a little bit better. Anyway guys, see ya. Peace.